Okay, the other aim, which I forgot to tell you, that I'm trying to do today is, and next month, is I'm trying to select the most prominent Broadway composers or team of composer and lyricists and have a representation of each one. Now, the next two songs are from Damn Yankees and Pajama Game from the 1950s. The reason, Adler and Ross, that these are the only shows that we know is because one of them died at age 29 after having these two hit shows. They could have gone on and written great, great shows. I know you all know the songs from Damn Yankees from the movie or from Broadway and Pajama Game. Damn Yankees is A Man Makes a Deal with the Devil, which was originally played by Ray Walston, where he'll be turned into a young man so he can help the Washington Senators beat the Yankees in the World Series. And he leaves his wife and he goes and he joins the team, but he managed to get the devil to make an escape clause in their contract, and the devil calls on Lola, who is this century-old temptress that is one of his assistants in hell, to come up and seduce the lead character. And this is her introductory song. I always found this very clever. This is a total Liszt song. It's totally silly, and the fact that she's lived hundreds of years, you can have lots of images from all different eras, and they're just very clever. This was the first collaboration of Gwen Verdon and Bob Fosse, who choreographed it and then went on to direct the other shows that they did in the future. What's funny, in the era when they made the movie, the censorship board had them change lyrics that they thought would be too risque for movie audiences compared to Broadway audiences. And when I get to the part where it says George Washington once slept here, they evidently made them change those lyrics. So if you watch the movie or the clip on YouTube from the movie, you'll see that they changed those lyrics, but they're very funny. It's very, very funny. The other funny thing is I was only about 7 years old when I discovered this and Pajama Game from the LPs, and I still have my LP with all my scrawl all over them. I love Doris Day. I love Gwen Verdon. But this song, when you're 7 or 8 years old, you don't necessarily understand the lyrics. The end of each A section is a little brains, a little talent, with an emphasis on the ladder. And I didn't know what ladder was. I thought that meant the ladder, like you walk up a ladder. And when it changes on the second time to the emphasis on the former, because it reverses the two images, I thought that meant the farmer. Who knows? But anyway, it's really hysterically funny. So the devil says, Lola, this man is stubborn. And she goes, oh, come on, boss. You know I got what it takes. Don't make me brag. I took the zing out of the king of Siam. I took the starch out of the sails of the Prince of Wales. It's no great art getting the heart of a man on a silver platter. A little brains, a little talent, with an emphasis on the latter. I made mincemeat out of a sweet young farmer. I knocked the fight out of a knight when I pierced his armor, and I'll bet I can upset every male in a Yale regatta. A little brains, a little talent, with an emphasis on the latter. You gotta know just what to say and how to say it. You gotta know what game to play and how to play it. You gotta stack those decks with a couple of extra aces. And this queen has has her aces in all the right places. I've done much more than that old bore, Delilah. I took the curl out of the hair of a millionaire. There is no trick getting some hick who is cool, just a little warmer, a little talent, a little brains with an emphasis on the former. Split up a home way up in Nome, Alaska, and wrecked the life of every wife down in Madagascar. Ask me why. Weak men will die for me, strong men simply chatter. A little brains, a little talent, with an emphasis on the latter. You've gotta know just what to do and how to do it. You've gotta know what team to brew and how to brew it. You see the sign that says George Washington once slept here. Well, though nobody spied him, guess who was beside him? Bring on that boy, he'll be a toy for Lola. Just one more case she can erase with that old Baffola. What's my plan? Same as with any man, I'll use the standard patter, plus a little this and a little that with an emphasis on the latter. So that was the 1950s, the mid-1950s. Just a little musical aside. The ending of this with these jazzy chords always reminds me of one that you all know, everyone knows. I call it the I Love Lucy cadence, which is the chord structure at the end. Right. You recognize that from this, from I Love Lucy. Okay. The next one actually has the similar cadence.